And good afternoon. We're now live on YouTube. This meeting is also being recorded. During the course of the bid open, if you have any questions, please allow me to at least go through each bid individually, and then I'll open up questions at each time. Today, we're here for 3 bid openings. We have BC 21-34, job order contracting for HVAC in North Region. We have high security credential and systems, and we have golf range equipment and supplies. We're going to first do the HVAC for the North Region, bid BC-bid-21-34. So I'm going to start sharing my screen. Okay, all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just refresh your screen. And the first thing we see is a nice large alert that just tells everyone I cannot see everything. And as you can see from this screen, it says unavailable. I cannot see anything right now because nothing has been electronically unsealed. This is for the protection of the system. What happens is now I go to this evaluation group area, and I hit release. Release, it tells me, it gives me an alert. All this alert says is that, are you sure you want to do that? Once you see this, once you click this, then people are going to be able to see what you are unveiling, at least those in the system. I click OK, that big blue bar has gone away. Now what I can do is I'm just going to go to the people to make sure I was established as a reviewer. I am established as a reviewer. And as you can see, the conflict of interest has not been signed. You're going to see that in just a moment. So right now, the conflict of interest is also known as a declaration. I click on declarations, and then this document I'm very familiar with, and that's why I'm able to breeze through it very quickly. What it says is I do not have a financial interest or otherwise in any of these 2 firms, Mechanical Associates of New Jersey or High Build Limited Liability Corporation. If I did have a conflict, I would have to notify someone, and someone else would do the bid or the evaluation process. So I'm signed to submit electronically, and that will be on the record for the entire bid period. So because of this bid being unique, that we had a bid form that was done where it had to be downloaded separately, I have to go in individually and download them. So the best way for me to do that is I'm just going to do a bulk action, which lets me download all active proposals in one step. Now just bear with me because it's done this way. It does mean I have to do a couple other steps before I could share my screen with you. I have to it downloads as a zip folder. So what I do is I then move it to our local drive, and I move it to our local drive and unveil it, or not unveil it. Sorry, I did the unveiling. I unzip it in order to have access to all the files. I'm just going to do all those steps on my other screen. It makes it a little bit easier for me. And I apologize for that if you are concerned. However, though, right now, just to confirm, you should be able to see my file system. And all I did is I took that file, I put it into this folder, and I unzipped it. So now I go into the first one, which is in no particular order. The system numbers them arbitrarily based on the number of proposals that came in. So Mechanical Associates in New Jersey, bid form. And it's opening up in the wrong screen. So as soon as it's open, I'll drag it over. They have bid in an award criteria figure of 1.6820, 1.6820. So I'm just going to close their screen. I'm not going to save it. And then I'm going to go to high build. And now it should be opening the right screen. They have bid 1.0773, 1.0773. All right, so that is reading the pricing out loud. We're going to go to further review and evaluation just to make sure that everything was done correctly, and then we'll make a recommendation to the Board of Commissioners. So that is it for the job order contracting bid 21-34 for the North Region. Are there any questions? I'll open up the questions right now, and if you have any questions, please speak. If not, I'm going to go on to the next one. So now I'm going to high security credentialing. Again, in this screen, nothing can be seen until it's unsealed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh. Same error message, which is a good error message. I'm going to go to the evaluation groups. I'm going to release. And then I'm going to move on to people. Just to confirm, there are no reviewers. It's not a big deal. All I do is I go in and I add myself as a reviewer. Then from there, I go back to submissions and I'll be able to access the documentation again as soon as I hit the declarations and fill them out accordingly. I do not have a conflict of interest with Toshiba Business Solutions. And I believe this one is the one of those ones that I can just, oh, no, there is more of a price sheet. Okay. Okay, catalog price sheet. Okay. So because this is PDF, it opens up right in the system. So we have 16% discount. Everything is filled out. There we go. And there's the second part with the catalog. Okay, everything appears to be in order. The reason why I don't go through the documents specifically is because the system will not let you proceed without some of the required documents. There's no need to go through them right now. What's important is to just publicly unseal them and to show the pricing. So I'm just going to close these two. And then here we go, golf range equipment. One vendor, same error message, no big deal. Go to release. People. Yep, perfect. Submissions. And just like before, I have no financial interest in this particular company. So let me just review if this is one that could be in here. No, okay, so it is in a document. And I apologize in advance for not knowing specifically where to look for some of these. We have a centralized procurement office, but we have individuals who maintain and manage individual bids. So they are the ones that set them up. So we have golf range equipment, Parade, Standard Golf, Milton, Eagle Golf, Whittier Golf, Whittier. I'll have to double check. I'm not familiar with the brand names. And 20% discount, so it's across the board. I'm just going to double check that there was no other catalogs. Yes, no other catalogs that I see were submitted. That may be it. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And with that, if there are any questions, I'll open them up for questions. If you have any questions, please unmute yourself and ask. Otherwise, give it going once. Questions going twice.
Hi, this is
Yes.
Sachin from HiBuild.
Yes.
I just saw the result. I'm the low bidder, apparently low bidder in mechanical, HVAC North.
It appears that way, yes.
It appears, yeah, correct.
Yes.
So what is the next step?
So the next step is we're just going to go to a deeper review, just to make sure that the documents that were submitted, everything was fine. And then we'll follow up if we have any questions or anything like that. But for the most part, what we do is we prepare a recommendation to the Board of County Commissioners, and then the county commissioners will take action. We do anticipate putting this up for award relatively quickly. So we will let you know if there's any documentation that we need within the next 24 to 48 hours of business day hours. But for the most part, again, because the system asks for everything, you can't submit without a public works contractor registration, all that fun stuff. It should be in order, but I just always have to give that grain of salt just because we have to just verify everything independently anyway.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right, seeing that there are no more questions, I'm going to end the session and we will go from there. And thank you very